Thank you, Nicole. And straight ahead, an inmate charged with the beating death of his cellmate at the Muskogee County Jail appears in court, and Chuck Williams joins us live with the late-breaking developments in this case. Next, new developments also out of Opelika as police announce an arrest in a hit-and-run investigation. Plus, Georgia State Patrol reports a deadly Labor Day weekend on state highways. A busy Wednesday of News 3 Midday starts right now.
On your side, this is News 3 Midday.
Good afternoon, I'm Greg Lloyd, and the big story this midday, a Muskogee County jail inmate accused of killing his cellmate made his first court appearance this morning. 19-year-old Javon Hatchett appeared via Zoom in front of Municipal Court Judge Stephen Smith. Represented by a public defender, Hatchett pleaded not guilty to the murder of 39-year-old Eddie Nelson Jr. No new details of the beating death came to light in the court hearing. Smith ordered Hatchett held without bond and the case sent to Superior Court. Well, News 3's Chuck Williams broke this tragic story Saturday on WRBL.com. He attended Sheriff Donna Tompkins' news conference yesterday afternoon and the court hearing this morning. He joins us live now with a recap plus some new developments. Chuck?
Greg, this is a strange case that just keeps getting stranger. What we don't know 5 days into this is the question everyone's asking. Why were these two men in the same jail cell after Hatchett had been arrested in late August on what Columbus police called a racially motivated attack of a white AutoZone employee? Javon Hatchett and Eddie Nelson Jr. had been cellmates in the Muskogee County Jail for 10 days. That's when Sheriff Donna Tompkins says Hatchett turned on Nelson, beating him to death. Tompkins says her agency did not know that Hatchett was being held on assault charges where he was accused of stabbing an AutoZone employee 7 times because the victim was white.
No one in my agency was aware when they classified him, when they put him where they put him. No one was aware of a specific threat to any group, nor did he indicate any at this point to our security, our medical, or our mental health staff.
Both Hatchett and Nelson, in jail on a probation violation for failing to register as a sex offender, had seen jail mental health personnel. The altercation happened about 1:30 Saturday morning. When deputies pulled Hatchett off Nelson, Hatchett said something to them.
The utterance he made was that the inmate had put a hair in his sandwich.
The sheriff's office handled the investigation internally. There's a second investigation ongoing about how Hatchett and Nelson ended up as cellmates.
The reason I didn't call the GBI about this case was we have a deputy sheriff who observed this. This is not a whodunit. We know what happened.
The why is the lingering question. The sheriff was asked if this was preventable.
That's a question that I cannot answer for you today. I don't know. I know that these two gentlemen had been in the cell together for a week, so.
Greg, things in this case are moving fast. This is an example of how fast. This is a lawsuit, a wrongful death suit that was filed in federal court on Monday. It's by Nelson's family. The family is suing Sheriff Tompkins and 3 of her deputies. We'll have much more on this coming up on First and Evening Editions. Greg?
All right, thank you, Chuck, for that excellent reporting. And Hatchett's hearing was in municipal court and not recorder's court. That's because the sheriff's office brought this murder case instead of Columbus police. News 3's cameras were not allowed inside this morning's hearing. Don't miss out on breaking news or any big stories today or any day. Download the News 3 app and make sure you turn on those push alerts. And new this midday, police say the owner of the truck that hit an Opelika 8-year-old Sunday is now under arrest. Opelika police arrested 28-year-old Derek Parker this morning on a felony warrant. He's charged with hitting the child and leaving the scene. The crash left the 8-year-old severely injured. That child at UAB right now, where doctors expect him to recover. Police say the little boy was riding his bike Sunday afternoon at W.E. Morton Avenue in South Antioch Circle when he was hit and dragged. We're also following a number of other big stories for you this midday, and a traffic crash investigation is underway right now in Phoenix City. This video was taken just a little while ago. This is the area of U.S. Highway 80 just past the Somerville Road exit. We know that it appears a truck headed eastbound toward J.R. Allen and Columbus struck a tree. We don't have confirmation of any deaths or injuries, but we do know that we spotted the coroner van on scene. Stay with News 3 as we work to keep you updated on air and online. Well, new this midday, the Georgia State Patrol says the Labor Day travel period proved deadly on the state's roadways. GSP says 19 people died during the Labor Day travel period that ran from Friday night through Tuesday morning. The fatalities include car crashes, along with motorcyclists and bicyclists killed across the state. The 19 deaths are higher than last year's Labor Day totals. During the 2019 travel period, 10 people died on Georgia highways. We want to thank you so much for trusting WRVL News 3 as your #1 source for news at midday. And you might be surprised to know just how many people have not received their stimulus checks. More in consumer news coming up.
Hey, and right now our temperatures are in the upper 70s to low 80s. We'll warm up today and getting to the upper 80s to low 90s. There is a chance for a few stray showers after 4 p.m. I'll time all of that out coming up in about 5 to 10 minutes.
News 3 is on your side with Greg Lloyd. And meteorologist Nicole Phillips has your first alert forecast.